Good evening, Caleb. Tonight I want to teach you how to check and top up the oil in a vehicle, as well as checking the coolant level. Two very important things. A car cannot run without oil, and neither can it run without water because the water cools the engine block. So those are the two things we're going to do tonight. What you basically need is you need a cloth, firstly, to check your oil with. There, a dirty cloth. Should you need oil, this is what one refers to as a pint of oil, 500 milliliters. An average car takes approximately 3.5 liters, which equates to 7 pints of oil. So now we'll move to the car and I will show you how it is done. Caleb, the first thing you need to do is you need to actually open the bonnet of your car. Now, if you look at any car, or most cars these days, older vehicles, a lever over here that you pull, and then you will hear the bonnet pop. You pull it towards you, and then you heard the bonnet pop. So that's the first thing you do. To the bonnet, in the instance of this Opel Astra, the minute that you actually take the bonnet, you'll see there is a lever that pops out. Now, all cars are different, but this one, you pull that lever towards you, and it allows you to open the bonnet. Okay, you have a lever to keep the bonnet up, which goes into the hole there. To check the oil runs in the engine. There will be a dipstick, which will normally have a hole. It's a long item with a hole where you pull it out of. That's a dipstick. The tip of the dipstick is where you check your oil level. If you check, wipe it clean. If you check, when it's over there where my thumbnail is, it's low, and when it's over there, it is full. Okay? So you first clean it off. You put it back in the hole, engage it fully, you pull it out, and you look at it. And in this instance, you will see that it only has oil halfway, which means that it needs a little bit of oil. How much, we don't know. So to fill up the oil, you open the oil cap. You can see over there, there's the oil. You can see I'm going to put a half a pint, which is 250 milliliters, to the car. Nearly there. Okay. So that's 250 milliliters. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just give it a little while. While we wait for that, we're going to look at the coolant level. The other most important thing. You shine the light in there for us. You will see that the coolant level must be up to that little ridge over there, which it is not. It's about a half an inch below that ridge. That means we need to put some water in. So before we do that, let's look at our oil level. We pull it out, we clean it.
Yes.
And we put it back to see where the oil level is now after we've put some oil in. We now look and we see it only went up by one of those. So we know now that it needs another half a pint to get it to the desired level. So then we go and we empty the rest of that into the engine. I'll put in a pint of oil into the engine. Okay, so that's now empty. Now what we'll do is we'll get some water. Caleb, if you bring the light closer, it's evening. So it's just normal tap water because it's a mixture of tap water and antifreeze. So we fill it up to that level. Now bring it closer so you can see it's nearly at the level. There it is. It's basically, it says there, over there where this ridge is, that's where it is topped up. So it has dropped about a half an inch. So that is now in order. Now let's check our oil level. Okay, we've cleaned it. Remember, you clean it. You engage the dipstick all the way. You pull it out. And now it is full. So, job done successfully. You put back, and this is the important part, always check yourself. Make sure your dipstick's in all the way. What I've seen people at garages do, forget to put back the cap on the oil. Oil will all squirt out. It happened to me once. And then you check and make sure that your water reservoir for your radiator is closed properly, because if it's not, this water goes to boiling point basically in here. It runs at approximately 97 degrees boiling point. So if that is not engaged properly, the water will squirt out and you will see steam everywhere, which you sometimes see in the traffic. So that is what you check in the car. So then you take all the stuff that you've utilized away, put this back into the little goodie there that's provided so it doesn't rattle, fall into the engine. And then about there you need to drop it for it to engage properly. And then you fill, because what has happened previously that I've seen is that if you don't engage that properly, this will, and it happened with my brother's white Golf, this will come loose and actually smash into your windscreen if it's not engaged properly. So it's very important to ensure that you've engaged it properly. Well, thank you. That is the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope it helped.